Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got my student Aisha with me. Say hi.
Hi.
And she's had last week off because she wasn't feeling very well, as we all wasn't. And she's had about 12 lessons with me. She's been driving, dealing with junctions, main roads, roundabouts, a little bit of everything. We've been practicing gears, a bit of clutch control, basically general driving. And today I was going to introduce the right hand reverse maneuver for her for the first time, and she was getting a little bit bored with the normal stuff, so she's thinking she wants to have something new. So we're going to just introduce that to her. We pulled over here for a minute. We've got one car in front of us, this learner trying to reverse park on that guy. He's been there a very long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is he going to do this or not? I think, yeah. So hopefully when he moves in a little bit, we can then move off. So how have you been? What have you been up to? Working, yeah? Okay. And you wasn't well, yeah? No. It's a nice day today as well. Yeah. It's a lot better.
The weather's really nice.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna move off, but if we can move off signal, then we can go past him, and you're gonna have to watch out for the other car, but I'll help you get through. Yeah. He started to turn a little bit. Hold on a second. See what he does. In fact, you can see how that reverse parking is.
Yeah.
We haven't actually done one yet, but I think we've done a forward bay. We're gonna introduce that in after you've done the pull up on the right. So we're just keeping the simpler ones in. You see how he's coming in? Yeah. That's how a parallel reverse park is done. He may be teaching him for the first time, I don't know. We'll just let him back in a little bit more, and then we can move off. Yeah. So if you go neutral for 1 minute. So we can talk about the pull up on the right. What is the pull up on the right? You see this vehicle over here? Yeah. He's pulled up on the right, isn't he? Yeah. So in the driving test, they got 4 maneuvers: reverse parking, forward bay parking, reverse bay parking, and they've also got the pull up on the right reverse, which is you'd be driving along and you'd pull up on the right like that black car there. Yeah. And then they would ask you to reverse back 2 car lengths and then drive off again. And it's all of the observation. The clutch control is similar to bay parking. You're dipping and lifting the clutch on the bike to keep it slow. The only main difference is you're parked on the other side of the road and you're steering, and observation is a little bit different, but not a lot different, because when you reverse out of a bay, you're looking around as well, aren't you? All your blind spots, yeah? But when we drive off from here, you know which blind spot to check when you drive off from here? Yeah, that one. Go to the right one. So the main difference is when you pull up on the right hand side, when you drive off again, it's going to be the opposite blind spot, the left blind spot. Generally we're looking in the direction you're moving your car to. Okay, select first gear. We're going to move off from here. So if you drive off from here, signal. We got another learner behind us, I think. Okay, check blind spot and then turn. Okay, and we're driving off. I know you're going to be a little bit rusty today because you had a couple of weeks off. We're just going to get around him. So if you signal again, that's it, and then you can come back a little bit because we've got a little bit of distance to go. Okay, come back a little bit first, come back, that's it. So you're driving along on your normal side of the road, you can't go too far on, so you're going to be on this side. Cancel the signal for a minute, and then they would say, could you please pull up on the right? So now you would mirror signal, go across for me, all the way across there. We're going to park behind the blue car. You don't have to get close to it. Okay, good car length before you can stop. A little bit to you and allow it to straighten up. Okay, stop there. That's fine. Stop. Okay, so idea was just to bring the wheel back there straight, so it doesn't go back like that. Neutral it. So it's first time you're pulling in. So as you pull in, remember how we used to pull in on the left? I used to turn in, turn out, and then straight. Yeah. So when you've turned in, turn back, or if you turn back, then straight again. It'll stop you from going out. It's just about okay. If you think it's going to, then just stop. So we've pulled up now on the right hand side. Okay. The reason why they ask you to reverse back is sometimes you're parked behind a vehicle. Yeah. Your view is restricted. Say you're alone here, your view is restricted, right? And you have space behind. So it's safer to move back a little bit and then drive off because your view clears up a little bit. You can see better, yeah? So we're going to reverse back now 2 car lengths, roughly, thereabouts, and then we're going to drive off again. So again, we're going to keep the car slow, keep it on the bike. And you're just doing it in small sections, so you don't need to do it all in one go. We're going to reverse back, say 2 or 3 feet, stop and check. and then continue 2 or 3 feet, stop and check. We can repeat that 3 times. That roughly will be about 2 car lengths, right? So if you select reverse, good, and then remember, any maneuver or any reversing maneuver, you do a full initial 360 check all around. So if you check all around, all your blind spots, just to see there isn't anybody around walking, crossing, and then if it's safe to do so, if you look in the back as you go back, and just reverse 2 or 3 feet. So any car that comes near us, we're going to pause to. Okay, so go back a little bit, dip the clutch, a little bit of brake, go to stop and check forward. Okay, and the car's slightly going in towards the curb, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's when we parked, you kept that little turn, so you'll have to make that adjustment. So slight turn to me, a bit more, good, so that when you go back the next stretch, it doesn't touch the curb there. Okay, so if you did touch the curb, they would fail you for it, so you just got to keep it straight. Okay, so check all around. Now look in the back, go slowly, so lift and dip, turn a bit more the wheel to me, good, that'll save you from hitting the curb. Straighten the wheel, good, stop, pause and check, and that's straightening us up now.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move back one last time. So if you look in the back, good, off the brake, dip the clutch, brake, stop, heard something. So even if you got a car like that coming towards you, he may pull up behind us, you see.
Yeah.
So it's good to stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's very close to that car. What's he doing? Some crazy drivers around here. Okay, so neutral it. Okay, now we're gonna drive off. Yeah. So if you select first gear, and then it would be your left mirrors checked and your left blind spot. If you signal left, start to turn the wheel, start to edge up a little bit. Now he's blocked your view a little bit there, so I'll help you out. Okay, so if you move forward, there isn't anything coming from there. If you check the blind spot here, good, and that's the main difference actually, that left blind spot. Okay, now carry on going. We're going to get back on our own side of the road. Once you've passed the A3 Audi, we're going to pull up in a safe place on the left. So a little bit of gas, keep going, some gas, keep driving, keep going, and then just pull up along there anyway on the left, please. Okay, dipping the clutch, let it come a little bit more in, and then forward, then to you slightly. Good, a little bit to you, good. Okay, stop there, brake, neutral, relax there for a minute. Okay, so that was pull up on the right hand side. Okay, so it's not something they're going to ask you to do like we do pull up on the left. They just regular control stops in the test. You could get 2 or 3 of these. You'll be driving along and they'd say pull up in a safe and convenient place on the left, for example. You'd be doing this. If they ask you to pull up on the right hand side, that's a maneuver.
Yeah.
And like I said, out of the 4, they choose one in your test. If they chose that, then you won't be doing anything else. So that's one added to your forward bay edition.
Yeah.
And that'll be another one that you can practice. How did you feel about it?
Alright.
Was it hard? Do you think it was hard?
I think it was easier than all of them.
Okay, it is a bit easier,
Yeah.
and they don't pick the main roads. And remember, the main thing is don't cross over if there's traffic coming fast.
Okay.
You know, you can wait as if you're turning right.
Yeah.
Also, you know, when you're reversing, make sure the observation style is right. So the observation points are important.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we're gonna practice it to make it a bit more straight for you. So
Yeah.
when you're pulling in, let it roll on, straighten the wheel up, then you have less angling to do when you're reversing back. Okay, so we'll look at that in the future lessons. Right guys, that's all for this video. I hope that gave you some ideas on the right reverse maneuver. Stay tuned to watch our next video and seeing how Aisha gets on with her lessons. Thank you for watching. If you like that video, hit the like, subscribe, comment in the box below, until we see you the next time.